Hey guys, this is day 22 after pollination. You can see that the pumpkin it's growing pretty good right now. It was growing, only putting about 7 pounds on a day up until 2 days ago, but then we hit day 20 and then it went up to 11 pounds, and then last night was actually 18 pounds. So starting to really kick into high gear. I hope it really takes off now. It's right at about 96 pounds right now as it sits, again on day 22 after pollination. So it's a little bit of a strange shape. It's got a little bit of a pear shape at the bottom. The bottom is hollowed up a little bit. I hope it'll stay all right and grow. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, today is July 23rd, 2023. It's been a while since I've done an update, but that's because we haven't had very good news out here. So kind of disaster in the patch. You can see this is my main plant here. It is basically dead. The pumpkin had stopped growing after about day 22 or 23, and I'm pretty sure I got some sort of disease in this plant. It all within basically 5 days. It went from bright green and healthy to basically all the leaves turning bright yellow, the tips burning off, and the pumpkin shut down right away. So it started ramping up, was putting on I think 13 pounds one day, 17 pounds the next, and then went down to 13, then down to 5, then down to 3, and then down to 1, and it basically shut right down. So just as it was getting started, it stopped. So unfortunately, not sure what the problem was. I tried spraying with some Epsom salts, a little bit of light fertilizer to see if there was a nitrogen deficiency. That didn't do anything. I'm not sure if it's an iron deficiency or what, but unfortunately, this one is done for the year. So I'll show you a picture of it. I think it's taping right at around 130 to 140 pounds. So it is a nice looking pumpkin, but it's a lot smaller than what it should have been. So you can see there. Oh, how about that sunset tonight, huh? Pretty awesome out there. But anyway, so not good news for that plant, that pumpkin. It'll be a fun porch pumpkin or something, but that's about it. But just as I thought the season was over, I do have a couple other options, I think, cropping up. Here's just the front side of that pumpkin. Overall, good looking pumpkin, but not any award winner. So over in this patch over here, you can see this plant is still fairly healthy, but it's completely overrun by weeds. It really got away from me this year, and I haven't had any time to catch up to it. But I do have a pumpkin under there. It's about 15 days old. So I expect if this plant can stay healthy, which I'm worried because it's turning a little bit yellow here, but this pumpkin might take off here and gain some weight. I also have another one over there, another one over here, but they're all pretty small. But then I do still have a couple plants over here that were kind of growing on the compost pile, and these ones might surprise me. So I got a couple that were basically, this plant was basically left for dead, and then all of a sudden it took off on me. So there's one growing under there about the size of a basketball, another one there that I might keep, but it's got a bad spot on it, and then another one there. So I got to decide which one to keep. But I got about 30 days before I really need the pumpkin, so I still got a little bit of time. But as you can see, the pumpkin patch out here has really exploded. We got some rain, and these things just took off. And I was kind of overrun with bugs, some spotted cucumber beetles and striped cucumber beetles, but I just sprayed a couple days ago, and that got these under control. So overall, I think we're looking pretty good out here. Some leaf damage here and there, but much better than we had last year, and these things are taking off. So that's it for that. I'll give you a quick update on the sunflowers. So the sunflowers here are still growing. We had a couple of really wicked windstorms that come through and bent them right over, so I tried to tie them up a little bit. But they're a little bit over 6 feet tall now. I'd say maybe 6.5 feet tall. So they're growing just a lot slower than I expected. So we'll see what happens. All right, that's it for today. Take it easy. Thanks. Hey everyone, today is August 3rd. I just wanted to give you a pumpkin patch update. So I originally had 7 plants of the giants here, and they're all really struggling. I'm pretty sure when the farmer sprayed the field, the Roundup drifted and killed all of these main plants here. When I look back at the calendar, basically all of these plants started turning this bright yellow and dying off about 2 days after the farmer went through and sprayed. So anyway, is what it is. So I do have one plant though that was actually planted over there that you can kind of see is actually still doing well. That's the last of the 7 giant plants. All of these dwindled. This pumpkin here was growing really well until, again, 2 days after the spray came through, it stopped growing altogether. It's sitting at about 130, 140 pounds or something. So nice, pretty orange pumpkin, but didn't get to nearly the full potential. We got another one over there that's pretty good size, probably only 110 pounds or so, but it's kind of oddly shapen. Got another one kind of growing in the weeds over there. But at this point, I'm basically calling it a season for the Giants. I have one last chance over here on this good plant. I had one started, and we got a good rain, and it split open on me. I'll show you the pumpkin right over here. Pumpkin actually, you know, it bloated up overnight and split. So this one was starting to get pretty good size, but it was only about, I don't know, 12 days old or something when it did that. So we got one more started on here. Again, we got the fair coming up in about 20 days. So this guy here is still really small, but it's kind of a cool wheel shape or pinwheel style. So we'll see. This one, like I say, it's growing pretty quick now, but we'll see if it holds together, if this plant can hold together. So again, this is the only plant that actually survived the spray, and I'm thinking that's because all of these kind of mulch and compost piles were in between the field and the actual plant here. So we'll see. Other than that, though, all the rest of the plants are doing quite well. I sprayed last night for the first time in probably 3 weeks for bugs, and I also sprayed a little Daconil for you know, some getting kind of late in the season, so in terms of mold and mildew prevention, hoping they keep up. But yeah, currently everything's pretty green. Everything's shooting out. We got all different types of pumpkins here growing, lots of different cool shapes and sizes and colors. So we're excited to see what this season brings for us. So that's it for the pumpkins. I'll just give you a quick update on the sunflowers. All right, and here we have the sunflowers. Again, they are probably about 8 feet tall at this point, maybe 8.5 feet tall. And you can actually see on the top of them, they are starting to develop a head. So I'm not exactly sure how long or how much taller they grow once the head emerges. I'm hoping they get quite a bit taller, but we're getting pretty late in the season here. So I guess I'm not gonna get the, you know, 14 to 18 feet that I was hoping, but I'm hoping there's a big head on there. So I will say with these though, I haven't really done any maintenance to them, only because they're right up against my chicken pen. So I didn't want to put any heavy fertilizer or any sort of chemicals on them at all. So I did till in some chicken manure at the beginning of the season, but other than that, that's about it. I will say that the bases on these things though are pretty massive. You know, I can't even wrap my hand around the base of these things. So they are seriously beefy there, but not as tall as I had hoped, but I'm hoping that the head size will be large. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Thanks.